Here's another video about a video game that's really not, popular anymore, Rust Legacy. I'm along the what would be the east coast looking south, as evidenced by cloud movement. And down here is a formation on the coastline that looks like this. Now I'm going to go ahead and switch to turning the render quality to completely down and hit reflections off and then hit apply changes so that we can see it how it looks when it's simplified. But yeah, that's a yet another coastline anomaly, and I can think of all sorts of things to do here to make a base. But yeah, that water there, if you get into it, it's immediately a death sentence. Yet another oddball place. I'm still apparently on the East Coast. There's our sloping beach experiments that were done when they built the level. And these are the sheer cliffs that have a knife edge to them. And what a view. And then from here on out, it's just cliffs straight to the ocean rather than beach. I have accidentally managed to get to that beach before when I was first just puttering around seeing what this was all about. And I even found a way out, although I don't remember how. Maybe I'll find it. Wonder if anyone ever built out here. Because the manifold or shape or whatever you want to call it for the map hasn't changed since 2013 much. These are the areas I saw someone build, even though there was no ability to put a boat in place. They built a harbor. There's one there, one there. Then we turn around and go this way, and we see a very interesting, very nice looking area over here. And again, on the map, we're way over to the right there, like from my screen width, about 5 feet to the right of the screen. I'm not on a server right now that gives me the information on, coordinates, location or any other functions like that. But this is a far more interesting area than we get in the normal game. Now, I want to point out a couple of things about Rust Legacy, this is Rust Legacy. They had much, much bigger plans, and they were doing experiments on all sorts of areas. And then when they couldn't make it work or it didn't pan out, they made I'll show you, the coastline you see here. Where, on the extreme left there, you get some peninsulas that stick out, but it's generally kind of just rounded shapes and such. Here, you get a real coastline. Now, I'm on an arena server. I can type arena and then pick an arena number or name. And here's another little inlet thing. Some of these inlets like this will produce a puddle inland because the ground dips below water level or sea level. I know there's one over in the upper left-hand corner of the screen you're looking at there that represents the map. But there were so many possibilities. That could have been a swamp. There are so many possibilities that just were never exploited in the game. Now, mods out there can find these. They can go into fly mode and fly hack around and see all these things. And maybe they could set up spawn points out here using, I don't know what it's called. They call themselves arena servers, and you use the arena function. It's basically a variation on teleporting from point A to point B, so they could give you the, have a default set like that. This coastline is much more interesting than what we have in the normal map for Rust Legacy. And again, there's no resources out here. I'm at 171 health. And we're not even on screen yet. We're so far to the right of the screen that if it was a map that was full size, it would be over on the right-hand side. Someone needs to mod the game to do this sort of spaces again. I've seen only one video, can't find it anymore. It was somebody speaking, I think, Italian, who played the game back in the day, who, I think this is the same, oh my goodness, the same space. And in order to make what looked like boats, they went out, because it's shallow out here, and put down some foundations that were just barely able to be placed, and made little boat-shaped buildings by doing something with, I don't know how they did it, but they made it look a little bit like a boat. Maybe a, I mean, this is cool. And, well, even in the normal modern game, we don't get stuff this cool looking sometimes. This is all handmade. This is somebody going along using the right and left mouse key, mouse button, telling the surface of the ground, the terrain, to dip further down or come further up, and making all sorts of wild and very interesting and very unique looking areas. And so anyway, I downloaded the server, not surfer, software to make my own. If I want to, if I want to open my mouth, and might just well do it if I'm going to complain about it. And I'm going to teach myself how to make a server that can do all this. But yeah, this is the coastline that we didn't get, that we could have had, that we can still have. And again, I'm really far over on the right-hand part of the screen, and this is my vacation to the east coast of Rust Island 2013's map. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Good luck with